Welcome one, welcome all, welcome to another exciting episode. Today, we're playing Colonization. I just got frustrated. I don't think that Caveman to Cosmos is for me. It just isn't. There's just too much bad game design in it. I like the idea of a sort of creating a system of systems that create emergent gameplay, because that can tell a lot more interesting stories than if you're designing and writing each individual event, for example. But there's a limit. At some point, it becomes so incomprehensible that it's not clear what's causing any given thing to happen, and the tedium required to, say, build 17 buildings just to get a city off the ground, and then go back and do it again 4 more times before you've got it close to caught up. It's just too much. So we're going to be jumping into Colonization here. This is a mod that I've played before, and I think I might have even demonstrated it on the stream before, but I've never played a full game of it, I don't think. I think I just did a Games Explained for Civ Colonization. This is Civ 4 Colonization, a remake of the Sid Meier's Colonization from, I want to say 94? Let's see here. Yeah, 1994. Developer Microprose. Designers Sid Meier, Brian Reynolds, Jeff Briggs. 1994. I probably played it in 95 or 96, because I'm pretty sure I was playing it on a Windows 95 machine, not on DOS. But, that having been said, it is a very old game, which was then sort of remastered as a mod for Civ 4, which they sold as its own game. And I fell in love with this game when I first played it way back then, and I still enjoy it. So, here's what we're going to do. I have chosen to play as the Dutch. New Netherlands. We're also going to have New England, New France, New Spain, and New Portugal as part of this setup. And then I think we might need to... I don't want there to be multiples of these, and I've not actually done a custom game before, but I think you're supposed to do a custom game with this mod, and maybe that's screwed things up. But I'm going to try to do one of each. Oops, that's 2. That should guarantee that we get all of the different factions involved. We're going to use the fair weather map. One of the things that I've never toyed with, but I think I should, we're making a big map, but a lot of the times the top and bottom of the map are just useless areas that nobody wants to settle. If you look at 75 degrees north and 75 degrees south, there were never any colonies anywhere near those places. And even down to 60 degrees latitude is pretty much useless. Like, it's all of the far northern Canada. 60 degrees latitude north is still well north of any of the major colonies around the St. Lawrence River. And 60 degrees south is still not even all the way at the southern tip of South America. So what this does is it blows up the map to be a zoomed in portion of the north-south axis, so that we get more usable and interesting land that can potentially be settled and played around with, rather than just having a bunch of useless land in the north and south that nobody wants to settle on. So that's the plan. Rule the world. You and me. Anyway. Industrialization is a new victory condition that's in place in this mod. So we're going to try that. Independence is the classic victory condition. If you declare independence and survive the onslaught from your motherland, then you win, if you do that before anybody else does. Domination is if, I think, you have like 90%, or maybe you wipe out all your European opponents on the continent. I don't know that we're going to really care about that one. But industrialization and independence are sort of interesting game conditions. Industrialization is if you create such a ridiculous economic powerhouse that you can rival your homeland, then there you go. You get to win that way. So, the Dutch colonies, we've chosen a leader who is mercantile, disciplined, and charismatic. So, to achieve victory, found your colony, declare your independence from your motherland after attaining a 50% rebel sentiment in all your settlements. Before time runs out, defending your fledgling country from the wrath of your motherland by wiping out all their ground forces. We must complete our revolution before any other European colony. And we've also got the option to maybe switch around and go with that other choice of victory conditions. So, just making sure. Settlements. Victory. Yeah. So we know about... Oh, okay. Never mind. It looks like this is not updated to include the things from the special victory conditions. Okay, anyway, what I came here to look at was leaders. Peter, as the Dutch... Market prices are less sensitive in Europe, so you can ship more of an item to Europe before it starts decreasing in price from oversupply. That just makes it easier to buy more stuff. Also, our military units require less equipment, so it's easier to build up an army to fight against our motherland or the other European powers as needed. And charismatic means 100% time between tax increases. And that means it's easier, again, to build up a bunch of money. So, oops, I keep hitting the wrong button. I want to go to top. And factions, colonies. The thing that we get as a Dutch colony is we start with a free colonist and a master carpenter. So that's pretty valuable. We've also got the evangelist, which replaces the Jesuit missionary, is a unique unit for the English and the Dutch, and their missions are 50% more effective. That's what makes them special. So let's give this a shot. We now know what we're working with and what our goals are. We also start with the Flute, which is a ship that has, I think, a little less, is it more cargo space and less movement compared to a Caravel. Let's check that out very quickly because I gotta remember the difference between those two. Units. Caravel, yes, Caravel has 4 movement and 2 cargo space, whereas the Flute has 3 movement and an extra cargo space. Hello, Strizel. So we're going to start by searching for the New World. It's somewhere out there. We found it, and what's better is we found some fish. That's a pretty good omen. Having a source of fish early on can mean it's easy to help grow your first colony. That's what I was looking for, the resources button. What is that? Alt plus R. I doubt I'll use that terribly often. I don't think we're going to need those buttons. Alright, so since that does... Oh, and we've got deer? Crap. There's now looking like there's 2 potentially good places. The deer add... I think furs and food? What does deer add? Terrain features, no. Resources, deer. 1 food and 1 fur to the area. I think if you chop down the forest, you'll lose the deer, though. Oh, I didn't mention, I am playing with a mod called The Authentic Colonization. Thank you, Robert. And... there is a much more complex mod called Religion and Revolution, which I looked into briefly, and it gave me the same vibes that I got from Caveman to Cosmos. Just too much complexity for complexity's sake instead of from good game design sake. Yes, the Authentic Colonization does improve the UI as one of the things that it does. It also rebalances the game. The base game is just very poorly balanced. I think it's less well balanced even than the game from 1995. I've got, how many movement points do I have with this right now? 2. Crap, I don't know. I'd be willing to bet this is the better option. Oh, it winds up being the better option, just by a little bit. So this can be a colony that doesn't make me any direct resource extraction. Maybe we can get furs at the beginning just because it's there. But what this colony can excel in is manufacturing raw resources into manufactured goods, because it can support a ridiculous population with the 2 fish and all of this stuff. We can put master fishermen around all this whole thing. They can just be a fishing town that also takes raw resources and manufactures them into other resources. So this is looking promising. We could also fit another colony right here that's adjacent with fish, and hopefully it has some good resources on this side. We'll have to see. Now, I've got this free colonist who is currently set up as a cuirassier, and it's worth pointing out and reminding myself, actually, because I don't remember everything about this mod and how it affects things. So where's the cuirassier? It's not here? Oh, hang on. I'm looking at units. Huh. I want military units. Is it professions? Yeah, there we go. So the cuirassier has 4 strength and I think only 1 movement, whereas the dragoon... Hang on. Cuirassier doesn't have a movement listed. That's bizarre. Right? What does it say it has for movement? It has 1 movement. Okay. But it doesn't receive defensive bonuses. And the other thing about... It's versus a dragoon, right? That's the other one. The dragoon doesn't receive defensive bonuses also, and it gains 100% experience from combat, and it has a bonus attack versus cannon. So the dragoon is just strictly better, but that's interesting. What is the deal with this cuirassier? You might not actually be able to build the cuirassier. It might just be a thing that you get at the beginning. I'm not sure. You're right, that wouldn't be a spot for a town. That's unfortunate. But I think we're going to settle here. We're going to try this plan of having a manufacturing center, New Amsterdam. Sure. Oh, perfect. We could potentially get that tobacco up there. So the first thing this can manufacture is cigars. Now we're going to examine the settlement, and probably the first thing we want to do is have this guy get some lumber and build a landing stage or a village hall. Let's still build a landing stage and then a village hall, because that'll give us better output for our fish, and the more food we produce, we can get free colonists from that. Meanwhile, let's actually put him here for lumberjack, because what I want to do is move this pioneer, who's a master carpenter, over here to build whatever he gets to build there. Okay. Up along the coast. Ooh, there's timber. That gives very good lumber income. We might build like a shipwright over there. Now, Governor, your man stand before you. Deeply moved, they listen to your words. This is the first colony, your nation in the New World, and your citizens thank you for giving them the chance to participate in this historical moment. Your men wish to take an oath to remind them of their virtues. Which oath do you want them to swear? Even if our stomachs rumble, we, your men, will never grumble. No, we got plenty of food here. Liberty is what we teach. Good fortune is within our reach. This be a shelter for devout, for Christians it is set about. Cyber Gelf says, from our last stream, we had an issue with having donkeys and horses and not having the right combination of special units that we had subdued. He says, I've got 3 different kinds of owls: barn owls, barred owls, and horned owls. Okay. So I think I wouldn't mind having the extra Liberty Bell in each city. Having the extra cross is nice. Extra crosses get you free immigrants from the old world coming over to be part of your colony. Extra Liberty Bells get you rebel sentiment in the city. Increased rebel sentiment increases productivity. It also gives you the option to purchase, quote-unquote, founding fathers. So this pioneer is like a worker, can improve this area by building a lodge, which will increase the amount of lumber that can be extracted from here. So let's continue going north a little bit here and see what else we can find. It's a tiny island. We may have found, like, the Caribbean. Or the Caribbean equivalent. With lots of good fishing. I mean, here's another spot that would be a fantastic place to build a manufactory. But we've already got one. We don't need another one. We might wind up building another one, but in the meantime, I'm pretty sure we're going to put a city here, which will prevent us from putting a city there. Yeah. That's not a lot to move with. I guess we'll keep exploring to look for more areas. Okay, here's the mainland. Probably. If I'd found that first, would have been a little disappointing. But looks like shells give +1 food. It's not as much as fish, but it's better than nothing. And this space would also have the opportunity to provide the timber and the tobacco. So we'll have 2 colonies on, or 2 settlements on this area. Oh, we found, who is that? Montezuma. Directly next to the sugar. Damn. Meanwhile, that's near the Mayan. We've got the Aztec and the Mayan over here. Since I'm Dutch, I must be in the Turk Islands. Have not heard of that. Oh, there we go. Peace in our time, Mayans. Of course. I would never dream of... Silver! I must have the silver. Look at this. This is a spot that has silver mines and a fantastic area for growing sugar. I think we found our second colony. We want to snap that up before anybody else gets the opportunity. And this is apparently another little island. Or is this a big lake? Let's see. I should probably head to Europe and pick up any new settlers. ASAP. The king wants me to kiss his ring. Fine. I don't want to anger the king. Ah, it is a little island. So we got to come back here, pick up whatever resources we can pick up from our settlement. And then head back to Europe, because there very well may be... Yep, there is an expert ore miner waiting for me over there. So this master carpenter doesn't have a lot more to do, so we're going to have him join the colony right now as a carpenter. He can't do it until next turn because he just used his movement. Alright, so what we're going to do is take this guy and make him into a carpenter. So now this guy is getting lumber, and this guy's turning it into buildings. In this case, a landing stage. Now we've got 12 turns until we run out of food, which should be enough for that ore miner to be brought back and turned into a fisherman. He's good at mining ore, but we need him to fish. That's all there is to it. So we're going to pick up and load whatever goods we can load. So it looks like this builds sugar in the center. We're going to keep all these other things here because those are quite valuable to us. Could we sell the lumber for 1 each? That's not enough to buy anything useful. So let's now send them to Europe. Go to Europe, please. Now the thing about the silver over here is it's only 1 silver. If silver's in a mountain peak, you generally get more silver. So that's a little bit saddening, but it's also impossible to get silver anywhere except mountain peaks or hills that have silver. As I recall, base terrain, interesting. Don't know where you'd find something like mountains. It's not under terrain features. I don't think it's under resources either. Anyway, silver just adds +2 to the area where it's in, which raises the question, why is it only 1 here? Is the forest reducing the amount of silver that we're getting? Or the jungle? I bet it's the jungle. Let's see. Terrain features jungle. Yeah, jungle reduces everything by 1. Except lumber. Apparently you can get good lumber from the jungle. And cacao. Hello, JJ Apple. Have you played Colonization before? Do need to get that mahogany. Alright, so we've constructed a village hall. Which now allows us to put somebody in here generating bells for us, which would be fantastic if we could do it. But I think the landing stage we have gives us just 1 food. I think we get an extra landing dock. We can also consider a church. Or, no. We need an expansion to the carpenter shop. Which I think requires a town hall to get it. So let's do this. We're going to spend some of our tools, it looks like, unfortunately. But them's the breaks. So we'll queue those up. A warehouse would be good too, but we don't need it just yet. Okay. So, ooh, a veteran soldier is real nice. So we'll sell our sugar here. Now, we've got these guys lined up on the docks, waiting to arrive. We could hurry one of them. We can't purchase a unit to pay them to come over. So I think we just hurry a free colonist. And that's disappointing, but it is what it is. So we'll send them all here. Whatever you say. Be the first to explore the western route to Asia is our little mini quest. I don't know that that's going to happen. So yeah, our goal is to create a thriving colony that can declare independence from its motherland before any of the other Europeans do. It's a bit of a race. So I think it's nice to have a veteran soldier garrisoning it to defend our city here, but there's nobody on this little island that we have to worry about. There's no major factions. So, for the moment, I think he's going to help us with the fish. The free colonist is going to become a politician, governor, whatever you want to call it. And our ore miner, I might use him to go found a new settlement here growing tobacco. Tobacco grows on savanna terrain, so we would be able to potentially grow tobacco in 2 areas and then send the tobacco here to be rolled into cigars. Because when you process the tobacco like that, it significantly increases its value. If you want to take a look here, tobacco sells for 6 gold in Europe. Cigars sell for 12. It doubles its value. So while we're considering this, we could also try to get this spot over here before any other Europeans do. I kind of want to do that. Damn it. I do want to do it. Okay, so we're working on the town hall. We will then be working on the carpenter shop expansion. Maybe that's what I want. No, I think it is what it is. We got him. I could have this guy help. No, we're good. We're good. He's going to go and do what he needs to do. Unlike in base Civilization... well, actually, yeah, unlike in base Civilization 4, colonization only let you extract from the areas directly around your settlement. So even though our borders expanded due to our Liberty Bell production, we didn't actually increase the area we can exploit, I guess is the term we're looking for. Price of coats has fallen to 11. I wonder why it went down. Alright, so yeah, we've got the ability... We need an expert silver miner for this area. That would be ideal. But for now, he's going to found us a colony over there and start mining silver. We'll go back there every once in a while to collect the silver, which is very valuable. It's also going to be good for sugar, because it's got 2 marsh spots right next to it. And we'll have to get food from the sea. Oh, the Tupi, or sorry, the Mayans are not happy with this. Let me think about this. It's because within 1 of this city, huh? I don't know what this little thing is above there. That might be their temperament. I mean, I kind of want to take it anyway. Like, sorry, but this land is rightfully ours. My bad. It's also, look, it's got cotton inland. Fort Nassau. Yes, we should make it a fort. The good news is, unless the Mayans also have settlements on the mainland here, we don't have to worry about them. It looks like we kind of do. So let's examine the settlement. A landing stage might be the right one to build. He's harvesting 5 sugar. 5 times 7. And it's actually, yeah, 5 times 7 is 35 gold per turn generated. Whereas he would only get 1 ore of silver, because we need to build like a mine up there in order to get that to be expanded. So for now, the sugar actually is more valuable than silver, but once we get a pioneer over here, we can fix that. So yeah, 9 sugar a turn will have to be over there every 10 turns or so, because he's going to run out of warehouse space pretty quickly. Your king has benevolently recognized the foundation of your second colony, New Worlds, offers his support. We could ask for the materials required to build a wagon train. Oh. Or we could ask for weapons. 20 weapons might be more valuable, especially because we cannot currently store all the tools they'd be giving us. So yeah, let's take the weapons. Hell, we could sell them if we really wanted to. So we're getting a bit of a slow start because we're not producing anything monetarily over here. We're just expanding our infrastructure early on. But we can still load a little bit of sugar on and send that back to Europe, hopefully. Yep, there's an expert farmer. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a place for a farmer here. Maybe over here, but for now, that expert farmer's probably just going to be a fisherman in one of these areas. I'm sure we will need that expert farmer sometime, but not yet. A master carpenter. Ooh, and a seasoned scout. It would be very valuable. We can get a lot of money with a seasoned scout. Oh yeah, Streisel, you've never played Colonization? It's definitely not like a regular Civ game. There's a lot of economic micromanagement that for some reason I actually, because that's the game, right? In Civ, the game had this economic micromanagement element, but at the same time I was like, meh, I don't really like doing that part of it. This one, the economic micromanagement is everything. Figuring out your supply train from, extracting to manufacturing, and more importantly, all colonists have a base ability. Like, any colonist you put here to fish is going to be able to pull out, 6 fish. But if you put an expert fisherman there, he'll be able to pull out 8 or 9. I don't remember how many extra he gets. And since you can only harvest from 9 spots, every single one needs to count. When your colony starts getting real big, that extra 2 or 3 fish matters a lot. Same thing, you can only put 2 carpenters here. So you better make them a master carpenter because they're twice as effective as a regular, any other type of colonist. And here, if we had an elder statesman, they'd be much more effective here. In addition, as I was just going to point out, if you leave a colonist in a job long enough, a free colonist with no specialization, they can just become an expert in that field. This one just happened to happen really fast. It's very rare that they happen this fast, but our free colonist, the first one that we started with here, has already become an expert lumberjack because he was doing it for so long. So a regular colonist would extract 5. He extracts 14. That's crazy go nuts. It also means that we're going to run out of room to store this lumber, so he is going to have to go convert it into carpentry stuff soon enough. What is that? Oh, that's our flute. Okay. Yep, we are out of room for our carpentry stuff, so let's put him over here temporarily. We'll send him back out to the fields eventually. I think I'm going to use this master farmer, expert farmer. You know what? Actually, I think this farmer... First, I think I'm going to clear his profession. We can buy farmers in Europe fairly cheaply. An expert farmer only costs 800 gold. Now, elder statesmen, firebrand preachers, those cost a lot. Those would be very valuable if we happen to get one of those wanting to come over voluntarily, veteran soldiers, etc. And in the New World, you cannot buy a master tobacco planter. You cannot buy a master cotton planter because those just aren't available in the Old World. And Strizel says, I don't know, buying people in colonization sounds off to me. Yes, what buying people means you're paying for their passage and their expertise, as opposed to them freely willing to come over to the New World. You would say, hey, we're offering a bunch of money to anybody that wants to come over and has this profession, right? That's the idea. This isn't slavery. And luckily, this game kind of sidesteps the whole slavery thing. There's no triangle trade or anything like that in it. But that religion and revolution game does have it. Like, they have a special port in Africa where you can go buy slaves and stuff. And that is another reason I didn't really feel like I wanted to play it. Like, playing as the Spanish in this game and getting bonuses against the natives and being encouraged to just, like, wipe them out and commit genocide, I didn't have a problem with it 20 years ago. Kinda do now. Doesn't feel right. It really doesn't. I don't like it. Anyway, I don't have to really engage in that part if I don't want to. So, there is indentured servants, and indentured servitude was a thing that happened. They become free after they spend enough time in your colony. They earn their freedom, sort of a thing. So we've got this farmer, and we're going to change their profession. No, not change their profession. We want to clear their specialty so that they can become an expert in something else. And for the moment, I'm going to have them become a fisherman. Oh, actually, I have to. Yeah, they're going to have to be a fisherman. Okay. And then we've got this master carpenter, which is probably a good thing to start a new colony over here as. So I'm going to have him exit. And he can walk over here and start a new colony. And our flute is going to come over here with the seasoned scout. Out of room in Fort Nassau for more sugar. So I guess for the moment, he can go ahead and be a silver miner. Damn. Yeah, we'll just let the scout head out as fast as we can. Okay. Because if you're over your storage capacity, which at the beginning of the game is 100 for each individual resource, if you're over your storage capacity, then you do not... then you lose 50% of everything over the storage capacity. Actually, can we have this guy... We are glad destiny has led us to your village. I know that we started off by, like, stealing your land, but... Like, can we just take 5 on that? And become better friends now? I think we should be better friends now. So now we've got a church. And I was thinking about doing this. And we could do this for 41 turns. This creates some extra... crosses that will essentially, the crosses are representing people being persecuted for their religion in Europe and coming over freely. So if we have people preaching in a church over here, then theoretically the people in Europe go, look how free they are over there. I want to go over there. So this gets you people that voluntarily join and just are waiting on the dock for you in Europe. So that's what we're going to start with. But now, yes, we need to figure out what we're going to build. What are we going to build here? I think... we came here to build a lumber mill. That's correct. And after that, who knows? A dry dock. We have a landing station, so that gives us the extra food already. A dry dock will allow us to build boats. I think after that, we want... a warehouse, just in case. It's just nice to have. But then we probably should have a dry dock. I'm just not sure we'll have the cloth for it, but having another boat would be valuable. So let's get that started. Oh yeah, they want me to build 5 cathedrals. Well, I can tell you that's not happening anytime soon. So, now this guy's got a little bar over him too. What is that? Maybe it's a strength rating or something. I don't know. Yeah, actually I bet that's exactly what it is. Options. Show health bars. I'm not sure what that represents. The light green might be their strength. The dark green might be their strength, including defensive bonuses. That might be it. Anyway, this guy's starting a new colony. Fort Orange. And in this settlement, he will go ahead and gain a ton of lumber and then move over to the carpentry shop. But what is he going to do with that? Well, probably the same thing. Landing stage and then village hall. Now these guys have some experience. Okay, Explorer 1 seems like a good idea. Explorer 2 also seems like a good idea for scouts. And we'll have them come talk to these natives, try to get them to like us. The Aztecs. Our way of life is threatening to them. They don't like us right now. We can try trading with them later. So here, we came all the way over here to pick up sugar, silver, and we'll leave the sugar there for now. Because I think what I want to do is bring this guy to the mainland before I go to Europe with this ship. After building your first church, the colonists have a place to worship. Yay! People in Europe are more likely to come to the New World. I'm not super psyched about how well this is going. So when you first meet each village, they'll give you something. Sometimes it's trinkets that are worth money. Sometimes it's experience. In this case, it was experience, so our scout just gained experience. Sometimes they give you a freaking massive treasure. And sometimes you gotta pillage ancient ruins for gold and stuff. So what else did we get? We could gain veteran, storm attack, looter. Skirmisher seems okay. Let's get veteran, though. Alright, so we've got ancient ruins here. The discovery has given our unit experience. Holy crap. Potatoes. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Now, where do we go from here? It looks like we're in the north. I think I want to go south. I think there's going to be more interesting stuff down here. Oh, we found, there's another Indian village. The other good news is that these guys will teach us to become an expert farmer, and these guys will teach us to become an expert tobacco planter. If we ever need that, we can send a colonist to learn from the natives. And while we're here, we can probably pick up more sugar. Yes. And send them to Europe. Meanwhile, this guy's got to go back to doing his lumberjack thing. Oh, it's not 5 and 14. I think it's 7 and 14. Okay, that's slightly less embarrassing difference. A professional lumberjack versus a crappy one that doesn't know what he's doing. Alright, we're still 35 turns away from starvation here, so we're going to have to fix that with another fisherman. So we'll meet the chief. They will train expert silver miners. Very good. Very good. built a landing stage in our Fort Orange area. We really desperately need more colonists to fill out these... there we go, 1,600. Okay. What we really need is an expert fisherman. And we can get 2 of them if we want. And I think that's exactly what we should do. We've got a petty criminal and an indentured servant. We'll take the indentured servant for now. One of those fishermen, I think, is going to go to our main colony. Guns, huh? So we could trade guns with them if we wanted. We discovered ancient artifacts worth a little bit more gold. Okay. Good. We haven't found any Europeans, have we? Oh, we just met another European nation somehow. We discovered an ancient map. What is that? An oasis. Interesting. So this settlement has got the prime timber. So first thing, we do want a full dock so that we can get the most fish out of the sea. But then I think we want a town hall to get a better carpenter's thing going. We can turn off that resource thing for now. Meet with these guys. Huh. They tell us of faraway lands. They don't like us, though. These Aztecs. We've got to prove ourselves to them. I don't know if it's possible. But maybe. Okay, so I think we definitely want to take both fishermen off here. And I want to take some tools. What does it take to make this guy into a pioneer? Now, he's going to get back on the boat with his tools. And I'm going to send him over here. One of these fishermen is going to go here. The other one is going to travel to Fort Orange. So now we've got a way of supporting the colony. In fact, I think we can do this. Yes, we can have our veteran soldier help out with getting new colonists to join us. Ah, so here's an interesting thing. 2 hardy pioneers. And lowers cost of native land purchasing. That could be very good. Let's take a look. So, the Founding Fathers is an interesting system. Let's take a look at the politics one. This is a race, right? The political points are created by Liberty Bells. So, as my colonies produce Liberty Bells, this number goes up. Once you get to a certain threshold, for example, this one gives you the option to have Gregorio de Mateos Eguria on your as a founding father of your colony. Independent nation, eventually. And he would provide this benefit to elder statesmen, which is quite frickin' good. Because they're very expensive to get early on. But you will spend all of your political points in order to do that. And whoever gets there first gets this person. So if Spain got here and spent 1,800 points, they would go back to basically 0. And everybody else would be closer to getting Pocahontas, strengthening relations with the natives and peace with the natives. So that's politics, but there's a bunch of others. Your political points also would pay for these other things. So it looks like the Portuguese picked up both Jacques Marquette and Malinche. So we missed the opportunity to get both of those, but we're not in a good position for scouting and exploring anyway because we landed on that island at the start. But now we have passed the threshold to where we can get Peter Minute. giving us 2 hardy pioneers and lowering the cost of purchasing land from the natives. The hardy pioneers are hard to say no to. But what are our other possibilities? We might eventually get 4 converted natives from Juan de Sepulveda. We don't have a lot of trade points because we haven't traded with Europe yet, but we are on the way. That would... Alexander Hamilton would get us an extra hammer in every settlement. I'm not sure that's enough. That's great early because your settlements don't produce a lot of hammers. Like it'll double the production of hammers in a settlement with only 1 guy. So that's great. I'm also always a fan of, because tools are so hard to come by and you need them for your later buildings. And rather than buying them from Europe, it would be better to get them cheaply. Military points, we don't have any 0 military points. We haven't been fighting anybody, so that's just not going to happen. So the question is, do we want to save up and get the Elder Statesman? Or do we want to grab the Hardy Pioneers right now? That they also come with their free tools. Hardy Pioneers. We have so much land that's fish, we just don't need the Hardy Pioneers. I'm going to say no to this and save for the next one. It is what it is. I think the Elder Statesman would be more valuable. They give us some money. We desecrate their burial grounds, which gave us more experience. This is the most experienced unit I've ever had. And we found a treasure worth 950 gold, which we now have to send back here and hope that doesn't get attacked on the way. It probably won't, but you never know. The King of the Netherlands is back. Look at this guy in his grimy beard. He wants us to kiss his ring for the bargain price of 142 gold. If you anger the king, it increases the maximum tax rate that he can impose on you. So I don't think we want to do that. I think you can see it on the Europe screen. Yes. Right now the maximum tax rate is 61%. Every time we kiss his ring, it goes down by like 2%. If we anger him and don't give him the money he asks for, the max goes up by like 2%. So eventually he'll come along and say, hey, you've been selling a lot of goods over here. Taxes are going up, and if you say no, you throw an X tea party, an X party. Instead of a tea, maybe you throw a bunch of rum. You have a rum party. Throw rum into the ocean and refuse to pay taxes on it. Well, that's great. But now you can't sell any of your rum in Europe. You're boycotting. So, you've avoided the taxes going up, but at what cost is the question. Yeah, this is the most ridiculously veteran scout I've ever had. This area is almost out of wood, so let's go have that one person do that. And the other, settlement 2. Nope, not this one. This one? It's out of room to store wood, so the lumberjack can only actually do that for a couple of turns. But requires 30 tools. We have 20 tools. We'll be able to pay the difference in gold, I believe, and ship some over. Probably, maybe. So the question is, we're missing the opportunity to grab them. We're missing the opportunity to go south and explore this whole area. But if we leave now, we won't get any of this northern area. That's okay. I think we want to go south. So here's a fisherman. Expert fisherman. Gets, let's see, 3 beyond what is normally available. 4, actually. That's weird. 4 if they're here. Okay. But that now covers food income for the next 4 colonists that we want to send to this area. So that's very good. And we've got a bunch of people working on that. So we're going to pick up the sugar and the silver, but not the food. And we're going to head back over here. And this guy should go back to... Yeah, no, he's going to stay as a silver miner for now. In fact, I might want to clear his profession, so that he hopefully becomes an expert silver miner at some point. So here, building a mine removes the jungle, improves our silver production. Yeah, 61% is very harsh. That's why I have to kiss a stupid ring. We are learned in the ways of expert tobacco planter. We are in need of guns, and they gave us beads worth 794 gold back in Europe. Excellent. So we're going to send that treasure here as well. By the way, when the treasure gets here, it can only be transferred to Europe in a galleon. And our king charges us half to use his galleons. What a jerk. We're going to take this tobacco. We're going to stop by over here and then head to Europe. You can see how having another boat would be really useful at this point. We're really spread out. So that's why that dry dock is going to be very helpful. Now, over here, this has got sugar, so we're going to need a distillery eventually. But a dock is also necessary to feed ourselves here. So let's do the dock and then the distillery. Rum Distiller's House. That's going to take a long time because we don't actually have anybody working here. It's just kind of the general productivity of the settlement. But we don't have a dedicated pop. Okay. Grab as much sugar as we can load and send to Europe. We've got a heavy load here. Hopefully we won't see any pirates show up soon. Privateers can start happening, and our ships are very vulnerable when that happens. We want to have more than one ship available when that becomes the case. It's worth buying map from European. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, like I think I was saying before, the Authentic Colonization mod does a lot of things, balancing the game to be better. Like, here's the interesting thing. I don't think it was the way in the original game back in the DOS days, but the military advisor, foreign advisor, is this under here? No, that's not what I want. Is it revolution advisor? Yes. So, in the original game, it shows you, in the original game, Civ 4 colonization, not the mod that I'm playing, but in the base game, you can see the Royal Expeditionary Force. If I were to declare independence, 52 Hessians, 125 soldiers, 49 cuirassiers, 25 dragoons, 72 artillery, and 81 man-of-wars will come to fight me. That's actually really high. I know I'm playing one difficulty level above normal, but that's insane. In the base game, this starts out much lower, and as you produce Liberty Bells, this goes up. Liberty Bells are both good and bad. The base game encourages you to basically never produce Liberty Bells until you're ready, and you've got a big military. Then you have everybody everywhere produce Liberty Bells all the time until you get to 50%, and then you immediately declare independence before this can get too big. It was just way too easy to win. It was the only way to win. If you tried producing Liberty Bells from the beginning of the game to get Founding Fathers and other things that you get from Liberty Bells, it would be impossible because the Royal Expeditionary Force would just get so damn big. This mod fixes that problem. Instead, the king occasionally compares his forces to your forces and decides, do I need to increase my force? And most of the time, in this case, we have one scout and one musketman. They'll say, no, we don't need to do that. Occasionally, if your forces are big enough, they will feel threatened and increase their forces. So that the mod fixes that significant problem. That's one of the biggest problems in the base game. The mod rebalances a couple other things. Now, why does it say I have a musketman? Oh, because I have one in Europe? Yeah! We got a free musketman in Europe. Crap, we need boats. We need another boat. So we're building a dry dock. That's happening. Unfortunately, I think for boats we need cloth, which we need sails. I'm going to load up with some tools and cloth, maybe, on the way back next time. Maybe. All right. Enter. I'm going to sell all this. Now, we got a lot of people we can bring over, including an expert silver miner. Oh, joy. That's just such an increase in the amount of money I can use. It's really, really hard. Because we also need an expert fisherman for that. We'll do this, this, and this, and send all of these to Fort Nassau. There's so many other things I want to do, but for now, that's what we're going to do. We discovered an ancient treasure. Price of cloth is falling. We haven't even sent any cloth back. How is the price of cloth falling? There's no Native Americans along this entire coast. We could definitely found a colony over here. There's just not a lot worthwhile. Okay, there's some sugar here. So, like, maybe we could find a colony here and get... I mean, there's iron ore over here, but there's 2 natives there. Like, that's free real estate, but I can't do anything with it. And I can't put one inland without having a colony on the coast that I can send stuff back and forth to with wagon trains. Do 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 do. Now, yes, over here we need to attend to this issue of not enough lumber. Requires 30 tools. We'll have to pay 316 gold to build it. Alright. Oh! Look at that! I was thinking getting Elder Statesman would be very valuable, but I think I've just gotten 2 already. This, yep, one of our free colonists learned how to become a good politician. And, I think we've got the other one that we can recruit fairly cheaply in Europe. Ah, we just finished the dry dock. So, what do we want? It does indeed cost us tools and cloth. So a flute can carry more and costs less cloth but more tools. That's interesting. A merchantman is clearly better, but also requires some guns. Oh, they all require guns. And a merchantman is stronger. If we're going to build a ship, it should probably be the merchantman. It's stronger, and it's got more cargo space. Oh, this lumber mill never got built because I don't have the 50 tools required. I'll pay for it. I think it's worth it. Okay, and then I do want a merchantman on the list after the lumber mill. Now, a merchantman's going to take a long time. Lumber mill's going to speed that up. But in that time, we can get the extra cloth from Europe. We can afford to buy it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. We're losing out on that. So we need to do this. We almost have enough food here to grow the population for free. An ancient map reveals all this stuff to the south. That's good. One thing we're really missing, and one thing I really, really would like to find, is a spot to build tools at. We need to find a place that we can harvest ore from. So, we've got this ore miner. I think I'm actually going to send him out of the colony to search for a place to settle, specifically for ore. Silver miner can, mine silver. He's going to come out and become a colonist. Now we've got this free colonist that can do anything. He could even help make a boat. We could have him also make Liberty Bells. We're not making much progress on infrastructure here, but I'm kind of okay with that. The main thing is this guy is going to be... He's 2 turns away from building a mine. That will pretty significantly increase the silver output of this area. Let's go ahead and pick up the sugar and the silver. Head back over here. Try to grab as much as we can. Go back to Europe. Bring back stuff. So here's the ore miner. What I want to do is find a place on the coast that's good for production of ore, because that'll allow us to be self-sustainable when it comes to tools. And guns, eventually. Oh! That's amazing. So we passed on getting the free pioneers, and instead we're going to get 2 galleons? Yes! That's exactly what we need. I might put that merchantman in the back burner. We've got 2 galleons? Hell yeah! Oh, Samuel de Champlain just got Indians declaring war on him. Okay, so we don't need the merchantman anymore. Maybe we'll do a city hall instead. We also don't need this defensive works just yet, but train oil manufacturer. We haven't found any good whaling spots. So what the hell to do with these galleons? Well, one is going to stay right here. And it's probably going to pick up that that treasure. Because if we had to use the King's Galleon, well, then we're just kind of screwed. This one should just go to Europe, like right now, to try to pick up all those guys over there. And this one should go to Europe with the treasure. Ah, so now we're producing, wow, 6 silver a turn. That's over 100 gold a turn. That's amazing. That's fantastic. I cannot say how much I like that. Yes, thank you. I got the achievement for first galleon. So, French colonies, yeah, let's do open borders for now. Try to make them like us. I don't want any random bad things happening. So, this indentured servant should probably go ahead and help everything else still. Got some free gold there. Ah, we found the Tehuilche people. And what do they say? Ah, they give us some free beads. That's good. So, I don't want to found anywhere near these guys here. Oh, bingo, bango, bongo, right there. Iron. We struck iron by, you know, finding it. But, we'll pick up tobacco, and then we'll pick up the rest of the sugar from here. In fact, I think I might drop the tobacco off here, because I need to build a tobacconist hut, really, as soon as possible. I guess I'll build the merchantman, you know, later. Oh boy, I hope that these Mayans... Wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh no! Our perfect spot. We can't take it. If we try to take this from them, they'll be absolutely freaking pissed. They'll probably declare war on us immediately. So we'll just have to keep going north and see if we can find a good coastal area that's good for building tools. I don't want to go too far from the rest of my colonies. It's hard to defend everything when you do that. So here, we're going to go ahead and drop off the tobacco. And we're going to pick up what? Sugar? Yeah. There we go. So this can go to Europe with those goodies in tow. A free colonist here. Well, what we really need is a pioneer. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. So we'll make this guy into a tobacco planter? A fur trader? No, he can be a lumberjack. He can help this situation. These guys are just going to chill here until our galleon gets back. Alright, so this one's selling the treasure. And then this one will take all of those good people and head to our main port. Now we've got to figure out what to do with this one. Master rancher, expert farmer. What kind of people do we need? And I think we need one more expert fisherman. I don't know where yet. So we're just going to have him come back. The Tupi people. So up here, we're looking for... Yeah, you're going to chill, you're going to chill. One of these colonies needs a new fisherman, a better fisherman. Hills, hills, hills. Savannah. I'm looking at this. This doesn't seem like it would be a terrible place. Or this. No, that would anger the natives. This would be a decent spot for an ore option. Because we can also produce sugar on the side, and we could produce... No, that's hills. We could produce food here. And here and here. And it's not too far from Fort Nassau, so they could support each other. I'm going to look a little bit further up here, but I think that's our spot. We just haven't found anything better. Can we get a master blacksmith to join that? Yes. Costs a lot. Very sad. We can even have an expert farmer. Ah, we now have firebrand preacher. Excellent. Very good with the... You know, the things that they do. Free money. Alright, go down the coast here. This is a big map. We haven't seen any Europeans, really. Alright, we're going to go a little bit higher up here and see if there's... Iron! Iron! But is it close enough to a coast? Does the coast come up here? We need it to be close to a coast. So this area here... Damn, I should have bought some tools. Varg. I need a pioneer. I brought one fisherman over. Okay. Well, this colony is probably the best place to put the fisherman for now. All right, cross your fingers. No, it's inland. And it's next to some frickin' erg. So what here? I think we want this to be the place where we build ships as well, maybe? I don't know. This doesn't have a lot to do. Could we sell ships? I don't even know. You know what we're going to do with this guy? we're going to have him start being a tobacco planter. He's not going to be very good at it for a long time, but it's better than nothing. And I did say I was going to put a tobacconist shop over here, but the more I think about it, the more I think that's just not necessary. I think we put the tobacconist shop in here. What was the printing press doing? Plus 50% Liberty Bells. That's good. So let's get rid of the tobacconist house. And we'll add the printing press. Merchantman just isn't needed. Okay, so here is our blacksmith and farmer. You really use those two hardy pioneers right now. Here's the other... Here's the French, probably. So let's go with our backup plan right here. I think, yes, there's no natives to anger here. And eventually, we'll... Ooh. We do want this cotton eventually, too. Putting a colony here, a settlement, may make that impossible. Oh, I was talking about here. Well, then maybe it's possible. Ugh, it's not very likely, though. Really? Let's take a quick look at this Civilopedia here. Base terrain. No, I want to look at hills and stuff. Dang. That's right, I can't, can I? Okay, new plan. This spot right here will let me acquire cotton, food, iron, iron. That's it. That's the spot. So I need you to walk your way all the way over here. Okay, so we've got a galleon. Let's send it over here to pick up the treasure. And let's see what we've got here. We've got the fisherman as well. So the elder statesman I was going to send to this colony. So let's just have him walk over there. I don't want to waste the galleon's time. So the master blacksmith and the farmer and the petty criminal and probably the musketman. I probably need to defend that new areas that we're settling, just in case. And this should probably do this. 11 a turn means every 20-ish turns, 19 turns, we'll get a new colonist here. So these guys are all going to head over here to get to there. But our problem remains. We do not have tools for pioneers. That's going to be necessary. Wow, lots of big beads. Okay. Thank you for the beads. There's nobody that colonized this entire southern portion. Where's the rest of the Europeans? I'm very confused. I definitely put them all in. Oh, I angered the king by mistake. Sorry, king. Hello, Gamer LC. What's going on, LC? How you doing? Are you able to withstand this pandemic? It's yes. I have been streaming for 2 hours almost every day since March when I was furloughed. What the hell else am I going to do? You're right, I could probably buy a map from the French. I don't know that I want to spend the money, but let's see what they're offering for cost. Will they accept such a deal? No, they want money. Screw them. I need the money. It's not important enough. Alright. Oh god, I gotta kiss your stupid ring? Well, I'm not in position to turn that sugar into rum yet, so you can have your 4% tax hike. Oh. This one should probably also pick up... Oh, it dropped off. I didn't want it to drop off. Crap, I can't undo that either. Or maybe I can. Okay. And it can't pick up anything else. So we're just going to go to Europe with what we've got. This one, meanwhile, is going to drop off everybody and see if it can pick up some sugar and a lot of silver. That is... We're just going to get a cash influx into our economy. So we're going to go ahead and defend Fort Nassau. Meanwhile, our blacksmith, our farmer... You know what? Not our petty criminal. He might be the guy that we turn into a... let's send him over here. You know what? What is the likelihood that these guys can offer to teach us something? Let's send the petty criminal over there and see if he can learn something from the natives. Even better, I could turn him into a missionary. I don't think he'd be a very good missionary. We'll do the missionary thing later. For now, these two are coming over here. Constructed a tobacconist house in Fort Orange. Yes, that's good. That's what we wanted to do. Now we're going to do a tobacconist shop, as we'll expand it. And then a warehouse. Probably a lumber mill eventually, too. And boom! We're getting Liberty Bells being produced here. They want us to fight the French. We don't want to fight the French. We have barely enough military to defend one of our settlements. That is not enough. I am still furloughed, man. I'm in the hospitality industry. I work for a company that provides audiovisual support for, like, business conventions. That shit ain't coming back anytime soon. Luckily, I'm still technically employed, so I still at least get benefits. I'm now having to pay out of pocket for what normally would come out of my paycheck for my benefits. So I got to pay $200 a month just to keep my health insurance, which at least I can be thankful that I'm only paying that much. There are a lot of people that have it way worse off. What is this guy building here? Don't I already have him building a lodge? What did this pop up for? Five native tribes have been met. Okay. What is this flute doing over here? Oh. Crap. I already had a blacksmith. Ew, my mistake. Huh. Crap. I did not mean to have two blacksmiths, but I bought them both, so now I have them. I also have two farmers, and I think I might need both of them. So this flute can go and try to get some stuff from here. The Iroquois have been met. Alright, so we're going to found a city here. I don't think it's going to piss anybody off, at least. What is this? Mineral resources. Hold up. Mineral resources, you say? Forest prairie. +1 silver and +1 ore. But being next to a river, I think actually the river benefit is that it gives you stuff when you harvest along it. Like this is 3 and 3, this is 2 and 2. So if we found it here, it would give us the benefit of the things there. But what if we found it here? What could we do here? We could still get the cotton. Cotton. No, we can't do 2 cotton. It would have to be cotton, food, food. But we wouldn't have access to the potatoes. I think we still have to found here. We'll have to build a wagon train eventually, but we don't have the resources just yet. So a village hall it is. And here we want to build a plantation to increase the sugar output. Here we want to live... Well, first speak with the chief. Okay, they build expert farmers. We don't need expert farmers. I was hoping for an expert sugar planter or an expert cotton planter, but let's send him over here and see if this petty criminal can negotiate useful things. More experience for a ridiculously veteran scout. Six settlements in the Heartland. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Fearless charge. Keen swimmer. I don't think we need any of that. Okay. So our farmer is already doing that. This farmer can do lumberjack, and this guy can help us build stuff. Sell, and we are in the money, baby! Look how much money we got. We got lots of. How much? Lots of. We're going to bring back an entire hold full of tools. And maybe an entire hold full of weapons. And maybe another hold full of tools and weapons. Can't do that, but okay. It was worth a shot. I don't want to hurry... I could hurry the petty criminal. If I want... But I don't think we're going to do that. We're going to save our money unless we can afford somebody that's very useful. Another expert silver miner. Or carpenter. Yep, carpenter's the one. So, we've already got carpenters in our first 2 colonies. We need a carpenter in our new colony. We could also use fishermen there, but that's what it is. Okay, so this is going to go to Fort Nassau on the coast. And this one's going to go to New Amsterdam, I think. Wegwezen. We'll see how that works out. The Portuguese are just demanding 70 gold. And since I have no military at all, I'll take them up on it. Now, what about we talk to our king and say, hey, can you spare some military for our protection? Okay, I guess we'll pay 175 for a cannon garrison. I feel safer now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, this guy can now come in here, and what is he going to do? Huh. I guess he's going to help with this. Until we actually get the tool thing up and running, these guys aren't super useful. Here's our expert ore miner coming in. Crap. I forgot to bring cloth. Every time. Alright, so this has some tobacco, which I think I probably want to keep. Actually, I think I want to keep the tobacco. Because this guy's going to convert it. There we go. Look at that. We're actually making no more tobacco or less. So there's nothing to pick up here. Instead, you're just going to go here and pick up whatever goods are there. There's not a lot. I know that for sure. So here's our expert ore miner. He could start mining ore. Or he could start producing cotton, I guess. This treasure has to come back here too. I don't know if we're going to make it with these treasures. The Spanish... You want a war with the Spanish? Not me. Oh, nope. Oh, that's somebody else died in combat. Okay, that's fine with me. Let's meet with these guys. Expert sugar planter. That's what we hoped for. We're going to learn from the natives. Sugar. Probably not tobacco. Well, let's sell tobacco. Go to Europe, bring the tobacco. It'll be a good time. Okay. We met a new native people. We've got 4 colonies. I feel like we might not have enough here. A wagon train would be real nice. We're going to have to pay for it, but it's okay. Because we don't have any cloth. More... They're learning in the ways of the seasoned scout. And we've gained more experience. So here we've got guns and ships. And so the balance shifts. Here's some tools. There we go. Useful. But now what's this galleon to do? We just picked up all the stuff that we can... Let's pause with him for a minute. We really need to establish what's missing from the colonies. We don't have a tobacco planter, and more importantly, we don't have anybody here. Crap. That's what I was going to do. We need Oh. Perfect. Turn him into a pioneer. And pioneer our way forward. Specifically, the tobacco is probably the right way to do it, but we'll stop there and do what we need to do. This ship is going to go this way. We're going to take that that whale oil guy, and we're probably going to turn him into a missionary. Ah, we got a sugar planter back already. Fantastic. So here's our cannon garrison. And I think I want an expert fisherman. And I think I want that to go to Fort Nassau as well. It's just not happening. Not happening, buddy. Alright, so this guy is going to be a missionary. And he's going to get on the boat. And he's going to head towards a place where we can get more natives on our side. Huh. What were we going to do with this? We could maybe get more... we could turn this into maybe getting some furs. It wouldn't be super lucrative, but it would be something else for this place to produce. Besides fish and boats. There's the English. They want open borders. Yeah. Alright, this is the best, most experienced thing ever. But it looks like we've found some English scouts over here, so we need to go further south to find natives that have never met Europeans before. $72 silver. That's insane. It's insanely good. So the carpenter is here. He can do things to help us get that rum distiller's house. That's what we really need. This guy needs to go to Europe and get us a rum distiller guy. Alright, we'll kiss your ring because we need tools. But that's the only reason we're kissing your ring. Man, if we had landed here, look, there's tobacco, there's sugar, there's tobacco, there's food, there's silver. Like, this little inlet would be brilliant for a colony. Oh, it's a lake. Okay, well, and another lake. Like, yeah. If we could just expand our colonies down here, it'd be amazing. There's some natives in the way, but, you know, sometimes that doesn't always work as expected. Warehouse expansion, no. We can't pay for that. Damn it. Well, let's build a basic defense, I guess. Can't pay for that either. We don't have the money. And they're starving. Why are they starving? Because somebody stopped making food. That's weird. Okay. All right, so...
Well, she doesn't even like that some of the time, because I was buying her the can wrong.
We should probably have defenses in this city. Yeah. 2 elder statesmen, no. We've got 2 elder statesmen working in both of these areas, and they're pretty good at their job. So this is kind of getting away from here. I don't know... Oh, the wagon train can't be built just yet. Oh, we found, the Shuar. Never heard of them. We do have our first distillery, though. They gave us 8 silver in a place that we can't use it. So, we've got an expert sugar planter, and we've got room for her here to plant sugar. So we now have way more sugar than we could ever need. What we need is a master distiller, or 2, to go here that can turn it into rum. We found the Pacific, and we found treasure worth a lot of money. It starts becoming difficult to really keep track of all the different things that you're trying to do in a given turn. So I kind of have to focus on one thing at a time. What did we want to put here that doesn't cost us tools and stuff? We don't need a tobacconist house. A stable? No, a cathedral would be good. Actually. Okay, what's next? 3 evangelists. Those are the missionaries. I don't want those either. There's got to be something better coming up with regards to the Founding Fathers options. This place has way too much sugar. But we can get more fishermen. That's good. It's actually got so much sugar that there's no way to keep up with it all. We're producing more sugar than we can consume into distillery, so let's do that. Or we could sell it. That's probably a better plan. Keep this guy working on the lumberjack stuff, and we'll sell all the excess sugar and the tobacco that we've got, or the silver. And I think I want the cannon garrison over here defending that there. And this galleon, who the hell knows what I'm going to do with this galleon? 7 free colonists and 5 indentured servants. That actually does seem like a very good option here. If we held out, we could get Francis Drake, which provides 2 privateers. I don't think that's as valuable as the influx of colonists that we do desperately need. What are the other ones? Are we close to anything else useful? We rejected that guy. Native conversion rate from missions. No, we're not really invested in that. Trade. We can get an expert trapper. But we're not really in the fur trade, are we? Not right now. And bonus coats. And bonus fur. I think that would be good too. But we can buy expert trappers. 25% extra fur in all settlements, though. We don't have a lot of good sources of fur, so that might be valuable. We are missing not too many people. Let's save and try to get that expert trapper thing. We do have a free person here. And before we go anywhere here, let's take a quick look at what these colonies need to do better. We need an expert rum distiller, or 2, to be fair. It would be great to have 2, but I don't think I can afford 2. We can get 1. This guy looks like he's had enough, right? Are you right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so we're going to Fort Nassau with these guys. And what can fit in here? We can fit both of them in here. So we're also short a lumberjack, which we would need along with a fisher. Okay. That galleon's probably going to chill here still. More gold. Excellent. Now, I think we can afford this. There we go. Oh, damn it. I really needed to afford this. Crap. Well, I'm going to sell some more something soon. Oh, no, don't declare war. That'd be bad. We're trying to beat them to the natives, but we're not going to declare war on them. So the cannon garrison's defending that. I don't know why I'm going down here. I'm pretty sure I've been there before. What can we... Ah! We've got cigars and some tobacco. We'll send that to Europe right now. Post-haste. We still don't have anybody that's good at getting tobacco. But that's okay. Soon we'll be able to build up some trade routes that are actually very useful. I'm just going to put this guy in auto-explore now. We've found enough of the world that I don't really feel like exploring it manually anymore. No, I think the answer to that is no, we don't want Pocahontas. Head to Europe from there. Alright, things are going to start to come together over the next little bit. Here we go. This is the main thing. We're going to have her do her whole sugar planter thing, and we're going to have a free colonist work here. And that's still not going to be enough to offset the fact that we're producing a boatload of sugar in this place. She's producing only 10. That seems like it should be more. Oh, he's not done with the plantation. It will be more once he's done with the plantation. And we've got too much in the hammers, or the lumber. Wow, we are making lots of food here. I like it. I like it a lot. I want this veteran soldier to continue doing what he's doing there, I think. So, we've got an indentured servant here. What would it be good for? Maybe we can have that be our gatherer of cotton. So we're going to have them, hopefully, eventually, become an expert cotton planter. But for now, just going to be a regular cotton planter. Oh, we're producing rum here. Excellent. Send it to Europe. We need the money so we can build the stupid... bingo. Money. Money. Go back to the New World before we do anything about spending it. Because what we need to do is wagon train. Purchase the extra cloth we need for it. There we go. Okay, now we'll have a wagon train. We can trade between those two settlements, and we're finally in a position to do something useful. This has no room for that, so we can bring these guys over here. We're almost in business. It took us too long to get here. I'm sorry. I've been really slacking. We need a master tobacconist from Europe. That's what we need. And I guess we'll probably use this rancher to, you know, help. I might leave this guy in Europe in case I figure out something I need to bring back. Like tools. I probably should have brought them tools. Here's the one. I think this is it. I think I want this. So we've got a master trapper who's now trapping 10 furs. What we're going to need after the cathedral is a fur trader's house that this guy can work in. But for now, he's going to work in here. All right, so we're finally producing 18 sugar. 18 sugar plus 4. That's way more sugar than you can normally deal with. Okay. Who can deal with that much sugar? Not many people. Okay, so we've got ourselves a wagon train. We can now create some trade routes between these two areas. This one is producing cotton and tobacco. We're not going to keep either in-house. I think this is going to be tool production and resource extraction only. And what that means is we need to go to our trade routes here and set cotton and tobacco for export. We're not going to need to import anything just yet. So that's where we're starting. Probably also want a blacksmith's house here, eventually. And what that means is this needs to import cotton and tobacco. So now what we can do is assign this to a trade route. Route planning. I think we don't need to use this. I think what we're going to do is do automate transport, and it will automatically do the routes that are necessary. Why are you going way up there? That doesn't seem necessary. Okay, now, here's the other thing. This city can't do anything with tobacco or cotton. It can't afford to do anything with it. So, also, it's going to export tobacco and cotton. And this is going to import tobacco. And this is going to import cotton. And then we're going to build the infrastructure here to produce cloth. We don't have it yet. It's coming. And so what I'd like to do now is get the flute back here and have that on an automated transport route. So this now has a rum distillery. A warehouse, plus 100 goods storage, and a town hall, I guess. Because I can't build the next level of a rum distillery factory or whatever the next level is until I get to the town hall. So in fact, let's just do town hall. Not even worry about the warehouse. Oh, I gotta kiss a stupid ring for his taxes. I can't have the silver party. I cannot trade. I gotta trade silver. Silver's a huge income for me right now. So we have this indentured servant. What we should be doing is getting ourselves a blacksmith house as soon as possible. So the indentured servant can get ourselves some cotton. This is a free colonist currently producing stuff for us with regards to the pioneer. Oh, that's good. We got some treasure here. So here's a galleon. Aha! A master tobacconist. Good, good. Now we can have this guy do tobacco planting. And I think this rancher is going to get a cleared specialty. Well, I was going to have him plant tobacco also, but it doesn't look like that's going to work out. I think I need him to be on forestry here. Oh, actually want up there for the prime timber. That gets us close to a warehouse and a tobacconist shop. We're building a plantation here, and then we'll have enough tobacco to actually make use of that. Aha! We have a converted native colonist. Converted natives are great at resource extraction, but not great at resource manufacturing. They're better than regular European colonists at extraction. So I usually make them into like fishermen or farmers or something like that. We built a fur trader's house. Cathedral can't be done. A government palace. Well, that sounds awesome. A wheelwright. Oh, we can create a stagecoach, huh? Probably a warehouse expansion. Ah, actually we have a ship here, so... I gotta kiss a stupid ring. What's our current max? 64%, because we angered him earlier. That was a mistake. Let's do the cathedral thing. And pay for it. There we go. But now what was that? Oh, Hernan Cortez is at war with some other guy. Okay. Now I gotta go to Europe. I'm gonna send this guy back empty-handed for now. Well, can't. Yeah, I could do some less. We could do 60 tools probably. I don't know who needs it, so I'm just gonna go there. And I guess the galleon's going back too.
Wegwezen.
Yep, we are producing furs, that's true. Well, we have the capacity to do so. expert trapper's doing his thing. And I'm starting somebody producing coats from the furs. But something tells me we're going to run out of room there pretty soon. A fur trading post doesn't seem like a bad idea. Oh. He demands that I give him a map. Okay. We don't want a war. We're barely getting our stupid thing together. I think this is too high a difficulty, by the way. I think I made too many mistakes. We can bring rum and silver. And for now, cotton back to Europe. So this flute, let's see. Which one of our areas need the tools? This one has no tools, no tools, no tools. And that one has tools. So let's bring the tools to this one. Meanwhile, here, we were thinking we definitely needed more fishermen, huh? There we go. He's feeding himself and at least one other. So I brought a galleon here. I guess you can pick up coats, sugar, and furs, and head to Europe with that little tiny morsel. It's not a lot. Now let's see. This flute is going to drop off that, so now we do have enough tools for the tobacconist shop. Perfect. Here's the thing. We determined that this is going to be importing tobacco, right? And that's going to be importing cotton. So I think we can now choose a trade route. These two. These ones that go to Europe are grayed out. I think because that sells it automatically, I guess. Maybe. Either way, this is what we want it to be doing. This treasure's kind of stuck here until the galleon gets back. We cannot continue constructing a fur trading post. Damn it. Can't really construct much here unless we start bringing back tools. We need to start our tool construction. We haven't been able to do that yet because we don't have a pioneer over there. Let's start production of a printing press, I guess. So now we desperately don't have enough tobacco. Soon, I guess we could have more. Soon. This pioneer is very slowly making his way over here. It's going to take him forever. I really could use another pioneer. Hey, look! A master blacksmith. He could be my new pioneer. And I think he'll bring some tools along with him to Fort Nassau. To get this thing jump-started. And in fact, oh, it's up here. That's right. Yeah. So let's take this and do it manually here. It's going to drop off that. It's going to pick up all the tools and bring the tools over here. Because this place is going to need tools to get itself off the ground. Then we'll set this guy back to his normal route. We're bringing another 100 tools to Fort Nassau right now. And we're going to bring a whole bunch of tools to Amsterdam and Fort Orange in order to allow them to build the correct buildings. New Amsterdam is out of lumber. Okay, we got this. We got this. Lumberman goes here. Jacks that lumber. Sets it up for the carpenter man. I don't like that sound. Okay, so we've got a new citizen here. Probably they should learn about fishing. Yeah. I suppose it's also possible that I turn them into fur manufacturing. We already do some decent amount of fur, so let's just make them a fisherman for now. Alright, now we're going to get them back on... Oh, yes, build a town hall. Going to assign that transport route again. Okay, things are starting to work out a little bit. We're at war with our vicious enemy, the King of Spain. We order you to destroy... Yeah, we can't do that. I don't want to go to war with Spain. I have no fucking way to defend myself. I'll gratefully kiss your ring, though. Taxes are now at 11%. Screw that guy. Saying no to his other demand made the stupid max higher now. Alright, this guy's finally almost in position over here. We know that what this needs is a printing press. We could get a fur trading post, and we need this to be the place where our cotton is turned into cloth. Where is it? Schoolhouse, blacksmith house, printing press. Hang on. Weaver's house. There it is. You can get the base building. Oh, God. Take your 82 gold, you stupid old man. A new colonist over here. That's pretty valuable, actually. Why don't we start ore miner? Well, because we don't have a blacksmith's house yet. But we'll have it in 2 turns. So maybe you should actually be generating Liberty Bells for this settlement, because we don't have anybody doing that yet. Meanwhile, you can finish the printing press and go here. Fort Orange is... Ooh, even with this guy getting a 7 tobacco, it's not enough. The tobacconist house is ready to do a lot more. Gulp. So we need another place with which we can get tobacco. And a master tobacco planter. Expert tobacco planter is possible over there, huh? Okay, we finally have a blacksmith's house. Let's get a blacksmith shop. And then we'll really be in business. Here and here, we're at least getting 4 tools a turn now. And we can set this up to export tools. But we want to keep at least probably 100 on hand at any given time. So that should work. This still needs a lot of work. A lot of work. Could use a master carpenter, but maybe not yet. Okay, here we are. Let's build a mine. This is 1, this is 2. We'll go ahead and build a mine up on the hill here, on the mountain. We're going to pick up the cigars. And then we'll head over here to pick up the treasure. We got 2 treasures to pick up over there. Damn. You want me to build a coat factory? I'm only getting 10 furs. I don't think I need a coat factory here. Did we finish building that merchantman? Did that finish itself? No. I don't think so. We need a weaver's shop, that's for sure. We should have cotton showing up here real soon, actually. Right? This should be exporting cotton over here. We have a lot of extra sugar at the moment. Oh, we ran out of tools? No, we didn't. Here we go. And we've got another blacksmith for no reason. Now, we can't build a better rum distiller house until we get to the town hall, which is being built right now. So we'll get to that in a second. Here, we can go ahead and load up this treasure. Come over here and load up that treasure. And head to Europe. Now, what's the thing about the... We're out of... lumber again. Man, it's bouncing back and forth here. Nearly out of room for rum in Fort Nassau. Well, we got a galleon heading there next turn. Does this need another place? It does. This could use 1 more person. Can it fit 1 more person? I didn't actually look. Yes, we can fit up to 2 more people, no problem. Over here... I need more tobacco, and I think this is the only place I can get it. We don't begin to produce cloth just yet. So here, I'm looking for a rum distillery, because we're producing way too much sugar compared to the amount of rum that's available. And a warehouse would help. Okay. Okay. I need to probably found some more colonies, though. Like, I feel like I'm way behind where I should be. 4 is not enough, even though I'm not happy with how these 4 are coming along. This doesn't have enough ore, we know that. We're working on it. So here's the galleon. We can load up our rum and our silver. And maybe the excess sugar, too. Yeah, and your little dog Toto, too. Okay, so that means we can leave her doing her job as sugar planter. Okay. Now this has room. So let's head over here and see what else we can pick up before we send it back to Europe. Why did that disconnect happen? I don't know. And this, well, for now he's an ore miner. They're a lot of inefficiencies here I'm not happy with. How long is a typical game of colonization? That's a good question. I think you start in like 1492-ish. And it ends around 1776-ish. So, 300 turns, thereabouts? Because I think each turn is a year. Oh, we're almost out of room for tools. Oh, because we got to import tools over here to send to the rest of the colony. And we need to export, but we need to keep 100. And all of that means that we need to spend some tools over here, and the tools we need to spend, we need to build another wagon train. 10 turns. It's definitely too much. Let's do this. Six turns. Okay, make some more Liberty Bells while we're waiting. Okay. So, cigars, and leave the tobacco there, I think. Send to Europe. We can't build a galleon yet. Maybe we should build an extension to our shipyard next. By the way, we want to import tools. In each of these areas. Because this one's exporting tools eventually. A leader has died in combat. This one's got plenty of tools, though. Lots of treasure being spent. Okay, we can get another fisherman. That would be good. We're going to hold off on that.
Zeker.
Now, a master fur trader. Kind of perfect. We need that.
Wat is het plan?
You know what else we need? I mean, another firebrand preacher wouldn't be terrible, but yeah, we can afford it too. Let's make that happen. And let's get Master Weaver. Perfect. All of these are going to New Amsterdam. All right, we have another potential fisherman here. Actually, yeah, pretty much. Or that could be my cotton planter guy. No, I have them learning on the job. That's what I have them learning on. All right, let's see. My mind has been split on all these different things. It's very difficult for me to keep track of them. It's why I get to playing like Anno 1800, and I really like it up until it becomes overwhelming for me to keep it all in my head at the same time, and then I just fall apart. I can't keep my attention in the same place often enough. I want to be able to understand everything that's going on and not have to constantly bounce back and forth. But it is what it is. I like Anno 2 up until I get to the point where I'm suddenly just like, wow, I don't enjoy this right now. I'm enjoying it right up until the point where I don't. A ranger waits outside. We can get a firebrand preacher, a hardy pioneer, a veteran soldier, a cathedral. Oh, all cathedrals would give extra food. I think a firebrand preacher's kind of perfect. I was just talking about maybe getting one of those. Now we have another. So we're going to have some more fishing people here. We've got also maybe some weaving support. Now that we're getting cotton coming in, we can actually produce something useful with it. Ooh. Ben Franklin could give us bonus Liberty Bells on our printing press and newspapers. That seems pretty valuable. Patrick Henry looks even better, though. Betsy Ross. Extra that? Wow, okay. We're pretty close to this one, which would give us what? Bonus. Okay, bonus learning in all settlements if we wanted to have our settlers learn from a schoolhouse. Trade. What is the next one here? It's already been taken by me. So the next one's already been taken by the Portuguese. This one up here, expert sugar planters, extra. I don't know. I like any of those. That's not available. I think the Benjamin Franklin one is pretty good. I'll take it. We now need to build some printing presses and stuff, but you know, we'll get there. There we go, printing press. So now we could get more tobacco here if we had, you know, people capable of doing such a thing. We don't, but we could. You're right, 1800 is probably easiest. And to be fair, the time when 1800, I've tried it like 3 times, and I'll be thoroughly enjoying it right up until the period where oil starts being a thing. And the similar period down in the New World thing. I just completely lose my mind on what I want to do. Well, I want to do this and that and that and that. And then I can't focus on any of them without something else falling apart somewhere else. And by the time I get back to the thing, I forgot what I wanted to do there. And, oh man, did I need more of this resource? Or was I producing enough? Now I have to go look, and all the tedious micromanagement that comes with coming back to a problem after you've dropped it is the thing that I think just causes my brain to go, nope, not fun anymore. I don't know why. I wish that wasn't the case. What do I do with this guy? We could probably get a school going in here, huh? Let's get a school going so that we can start training citizens into new expertise without having to. Oops. Let's drop this off here. So now we'll have this guy go here, and we'll have the new firebrand preacher come over here. A master fur trader and a master weaver. Perfect. We are now making boatloads of money. Quite literally boatloads of money. More and more people are preaching in the churches. That's true. So what is this doing? This is doing rum distillery, and that's it at the moment. We could probably get another silver miner and do some silver stuff. Yeah, you know, the specialty items that you can put in your... that's just too far. I don't want to worry about trying to figure out how to make the stupid items work and going to all the... Like, the game opens up too wide for me with stuff that I'm just not interested in. I don't care about finding those stupid items that'll increase your productivity by 10%, because that throws off the ratio. I don't want percent bonus increases or whatever, because I just want to say, okay, I built 2 potato farms, and that'll allow me to do 2 of these, you know, not scotch, the one that you can make from potatoes, whatever it is, schnapps. I can build this many potato bombs, I can build that thing, and I just want it to be. I don't want to have to come back to it and mess with it later and always tweak it, and I know that some people really like that, but man, do I hate it. Cigars. Excellent. We'll take the cigars, we'll take the coats, and we'll take the cloth and bring it back to Europe. Fort Nassau is almost out of room. Does Fort Nassau have a warehouse? It's building one soon. Soon is a relative term. we actually have still too much with the sugar. Well, 11 turns at this rate, that'll be okay. What else can we pick up here? Why don't we pick up the sugar for now? Silver. The cotton is going to go somewhere else. I don't know why we have 2 rum here and nothing else, but that's okay. So here, what can we pick up? We can pick up, wow, 100 coats. They built coats real fast. We have a lot of furs, too. Should probably send those up. And find out what's the current rate for furs. We're still... Oh, we're losing furs, you say. Change my mind. Bring the furs back. They're more useful than we thought. We could try to get some more furs here in Fort Orange, and then get a little thing going back and forth between them. That's probably better than what we have going on the water. So, to that end, let's build a wagon train here. We can bring furs and furs down here, and it can bring, what is this? Is this producing? It's producing sugar. It can bring furs down here. This should probably export its sugar, huh? So let's drop... Oh, I dropped everything off by mistake. Okay. Cigars, coats, cloth. Let's pick up the sugar for now, not the furs, and send it all to Europe. We don't have a really good place for furs. See here, we could do this. We're out of cotton already. Hopefully, cotton deliveries are coming soon. Gulp. Gotta kiss the stupid ring to raise the taxes by 1%. Alright, we're going to save it here. I've gone over time again. And we'll be back tomorrow for the continuation. And I'll take some time and really figure out exactly what I want to do to optimize these things, because I've got a lot of room to grow here. Especially, look, we could make a super cotton industry. There's so much cotton and prairie available over here. And most of it, yeah, pretty much all of it, is far away from the natives. So, we'll be trying that tomorrow. Have a good one, everybody.